Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again for another video. Last time I talked about the emotions, and within that topic I talked about the topic of reality, or the word reality, and how you perceive that word, what it means to you. Within the category of the human emotions, another thing that we need to define or talk about to understand in relation to the whole of the human emotions is the law of attraction. And I want to introduce this topic by talking about the universal law that all of us in our life experience know, observe. We experience it on a day-to-day basis, almost every single minute of every day. And that topic is gravity. That universal law is gravity. Now, as you know, this law is a universal law that dictates the pull of the magnetism of the earth, so that when you drop something, it's always going to fall to the center of the earth, and we call that gravity. There's a lot more of a scientific way to understand it, and if that's your cup of tea, then that's great, and I encourage that. But for my purposes here, I just want to use the analogy of another universal law, the law of gravity, as a way to help you identify and perceive or filter the belief you have about the law of attraction. With gravity, we can observe and we know that it's always affecting us. No matter whether we want it to or not, we are in this time-space reality, and the law of attraction, which definition of the law of attraction would then be that which is like unto itself is drawn. So it's that pulling power of the likeness or the essence of the same thing to itself. And in our experience as human beings, a lot of the infrastructure, if you will, of what is going on in this time-space reality that we can't see, the forces that are culminating and compiling everything and giving us this life experience, a lot of that governing or management is being done by the law of attraction. If you think about it like the law of gravity, it's always affecting you. Whether a child is informed and understands about the law of gravity or not, that child's still gonna grow up and learn to walk and fall down in that process of learning how to walk. And that child is going to observe in that life experience the law of gravity. And in the same way, we all experience and observe and live the result of this universal law of attraction. Having a working, practical understanding, knowledge of the law of attraction and how it's affecting you, and how you as a vibrational being are being affected by this universal law, is one of the most important things to understand, because it is the true way to understand how to affect your experience as a human being. So the law of attraction does a few things. Not only is it this attracting power, it also, like I said, it manages. It's the managing force in this universe of all of the things vibrationally that have become. As an example, in my personal life experience, and as in with yours, we have gone from childhood to adulthood, and through our life experience, we live life and we live contrast, meaning we live things that we don't want, we live things that we do want, and living the things that we don't want, we know in that same moment of living what we don't want, we give birth to the preference or the desire of what we do prefer to be our experience, or to be our future reality, if you will. In that moment of conception, of realization of what you would rather want or prefer in life, in your life experience, because of what you've lived, you did all the work, you did the job of sifting and sorting through your life experience and taking whatever was coming to you and sifting that into something manageable to you and understandable to you. So law of attraction is doing two things. Number one, managing all of those vibrational creations that every point of attraction in this physical time-space reality has created. Let me stop for a minute and help remind you, we are all vibrational beings, and as vibrational beings, our vibration is being picked up or is being emitted to the law of attraction. And in that process, the law of attraction then, based on our vibration, manages and builds momentum and culminates all of the physical cooperative components of physical reality, of physical manifestation reality, to appropriate itself to meet the needs and desires that we have as creators on this physical time-space earth. So the law of attraction is two very important things that creates two very important roles. Number one, it manages all of these vibrational realities that all points of attraction or consciousness have created and preferred. And also the law of attraction is building momentum, and that is where the process of manifestation becomes relevant. Because without that momentum power of law of attraction, you wouldn't be building that vibration or that thought and building it and progressing it and evolving it and growing it into that point where it becomes physical manifested form or reality. That's what the law of attraction does. And in a practical sense, I'll probably pick back up on this analogy later, but for right now, the law of attraction can be thought of like this. If you have a thought, if you think about a topic, if it's in a positive light, for the sake of the example, imagine a train on a train track, and it starts picking up momentum, picking up speed. It's initially slow going, but as it moves faster and faster and picks up that momentum is something that carries with it in a very powerful way. And it also cannot stop on a dime. It also takes a while for it to stop. So if you take a thought, and in this analogy, that one locomotive train on the train tracks going in one direction, if you place into that thought resistance, I'd like to have $1,000, but that's not likely to happen. What you're doing there is, while you have that thought of your desire going in one direction, picking up speed, picking up momentum, picking up power of the universe to create whatever reality you desire, you then say, but this is what I am observing now. So you create that resistance, which is almost like having that one train track going, or one train going this way, you put another train here, and now this one's trying to go this way and this one's trying to go this way, and so there's a tug of war. And in my next videos, I'm going to be talking about our emotions and how in our life experience we can feel very frustrated or stuck, or pulled in different directions, or we feel like there's so much chaos in our lives. We long for clarity. A lot of those situations have to do with the topic of the law of attraction and the fact that you, in your personal experience, have beliefs where you have two trains on the track going in different directions and pulling the momentum in different directions. And also a byproduct of that is you're not going to have any steady movement in either direction, and you're going to always be in that place of indecision. I hope this understanding of the law of attraction helps you gain a little bit more knowledge and a little bit more practical understanding of another universal law like the law of gravity that is affecting you all the time, whether you're conscious of it or not. It's affecting you. Part of the reason it's important to be aware of your thoughts and be aware of the vibration that you're emitting to the law of attraction, because that's what you're getting back. And in the next video, I'll talk about our emotions themselves, what the emotions themselves are dictating to us, what they mean, and how to use them to move in a direction that we desire in our life. So I hope this information was beneficial to you, and please feel free to comment and leave any questions that you might have. If you like this video, please hit the like button, please hit subscribe. Thanks again, and I hope you have a blessed day.